park at Mammoth Springs, Arkansas, right on the Arkansas-Missouri border. And this is the Wolf House in Norfolk, the oldest house in Arkansas. There's the river.
Okay, folks, we're sitting in the biggest room in the cave right here. This is our cathedral room, and this room is 1,150 feet long. Another 50 feet, and we could get in 4 football fields from one end of this room to the other. Now, there's no one place you can stand and see the... Right on the south wall, and I want you folks that have been here before to tell me what you see.
It looks like a ship. Huh. What about that?
Okay, does everybody see a ship over there?
It looks like a city.
Does anybody see anything else? Okay.
It looks like a floating city.
All right. Folks, those are the 2 most popular answers. Most people will see some kind of a ship or a boat over there. The second most popular answer is a city skyline. Then you get answers like totem poles and desert scenes and cabins and candles, chessboards, graveyards, and banana splits. Okay. So as you walk around through here today, now folks, these hunks of calcite that we're passing around, calcite is a rather pretty crystal, but it's also pretty worthless. You can't do a whole lot with it because it's fairly soft, remember? So if you want to take something out of the cave and get big time money for it, this rock is not what you want, okay? There's nothing really fancy about calcium carbonate. But we do have stuff in here that's worth money, and it's all those piles of bat manure alongside the trail there, okay? Now, what I've ever heard about is 23 feet long. If you can imagine a little dinky formation like those, but 23 feet long. They don't usually get to be that big because these will break under their own weight. Now, we were talking earlier about the bats having access to this room, and if you look kind of right up here to our left, you notice that there's all this gravelly looking rock. Looks like outside gravel. Folks, we're 90 feet below the surface at this point. We believe there was a sinkhole entrance at this area here because, well, it kind of looks like that up on the surface, but then this gravel stuff, we haven't seen stuff like this so far on tour. So we're thinking this looks like outside gravel and that we had a rock slide. So that when all this rock rolled in, some of it bounced around and snapped off these trips that you see missing. Well, that's the best answer that we've got. Somebody else suggested that maybe that the water coming in was...
Stand over so you get the water. Come on,
Flowstone, which there is a lot of flowstone in this cave. Now this right here, you can see some of these stalactites seem to be hollow inside. These are called soda straws. All stalactites start off as a soda straw. They start off small, the inside of them are hollow, the water drips down through the middle of it. Eventually when it gets to the end, the water evaporates, it leaves a mineral deposit, and that's how they grow. After a while, the inside of your stalactite will plug up, and then they'll start forming, and the water running down over the inside, or over the outside. So, it is held up strictly by the columns themselves, and you can see how thin it is. It's paper thin, so it's real fragile. We have another small one that has started to form right here on this side. Matter of fact, that little column has broke. So there's not much holding them. I was talking about the stalactites and soda straws. Up above your head here, you can see a lot of soda straws and stalactites after they have formed. This part of the cave is loaded with them.
Really? All right, quit spitting on me.
I'm sorry. So that's why he built the coating back here, and there was weddings held back in this area.
What do you say, Jim? You want to get married back here?
Hey, sounds good to me.
Now, if you notice our wall of silver, these coins here have been here from the early 60s.
Wow.
The story that goes behind this was the very first wedding they had back here. Two little boys got bored and they decided to start throwing coins at the wall. Now this is all clay, and they do stick. If you like to throw a coin at it, feel free to throw a coin, but the story behind it is, if your coin sticks, you'll be married 6 months later.
Well, 6 months later, we will have been married 2 months, so that's okay.
Throw all the coins you like. Of course, we don't know if that's actually true or not. We've never had anybody come back to tell us otherwise. Now this is the end of the cave here. Same way with this column back behind us here. It has a crack on it too, and that was caused by the New Madrid earthquake. Now if you see this part of the cave has a lot of flowstone or cave drapery. And if you look real close, you can see the Disney castle. Right there where my flashlight is.
Oh yeah.
Here's the Disney castle.
Yeah, I see it.
Now, with the vandalism and everything, we had to have guards come in. So we do have 2 little trolls that like to sit in here and they guard everything. And they're sitting right here by my feet. There's our
Okay.
little trolls. Now, the troll can't sit here without getting hungry, so he set his hamburgers back behind us here.
Yeah.
And if you look on that back wall, right up there, you can see the wall of faces.
Oh yeah.
Again, after we spend so much time in the cave, you start seeing things. Now this rock right here, this is called your wishing rock. This is one formation you can touch. We encourage everybody to touch it. It isn't grown no more. And you see but through the years how everybody has polished.
Some of the stuff and
So those things just, I don't know, let's give me the
take some video. Okay, here's where we stayed at Crown Point, Horseshoe Bend, Arkansas.